All right, hold on.
Yeah,
let's get into Wonder Woman really quick.
Oh my God!
Can I start? All right, go ahead, Brass.
Brass, how did you feel about the HBO Max presentation of Wonder Woman 1984 streaming in 4K Dolby Vision Dolby Atmos? I know you've got the Dolby Atmos soundbar, the LG 11 RG.
Can I just say something?
How do you feel about the audio?
That soundbar is absolutely phenomenal, but goddamn, was the Atmos on this absolute garbaggio. Can I just say something? And I'm sure all the men watching this will agree, right? If I woke up after a month...
Here's a plot hole, go ahead.
And I spent the night with Gal Gadot and didn't know, and I found out later, I'd be pissed.
So that's part of the problem here. That's part of the problem. How did they even come up with this solution of Trevor? What is his name? Steve Trevor coming back to life. He just randomly woke up in some random guy's body.
Missiles are appearing out of thin air, and they couldn't have just brought Steve back to life.
Yeah.
All right, so check it out.
Put him in another guy's body.
So
this guy at the end got raped, didn't even know it.
So let me set the stage. So it's Christmas Day. All right.
He did get raped. Where are the social justice warriors about that?
He's a Hallmark actor. So it's Christmas Day. Right.
Where's the Me Too movement for this guy? That's what I want to know.
So it's Christmas Day. We finally have, which felt like sacrilege to have, a movie of that size, watching it without being in a theater. Us physical media guys, to have it streaming is a little bit of a conflict of interest. And my daughters, who were 9 and 12, didn't even want to watch it. So I don't know who the movie was. They liked the first one, 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago the last one came out?
2017.
Yeah, 23 years ago.
My point is they really weren't interested in it. So I had to force them. So being somebody who wants to give them, their own choices, I made them watch it. And I would say that movie's boring as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie was boring. And so my daughter looks at me halfway through it. She's like, what happened to the first one? And I thought the movie was, and we've talked about this with actors. You got to put my man from Narcos and Game of Thrones in everything now. Like in everything. In everything. Like my man's in Mandalorian. My man is in what's the Denzel Equalizer 2. And now they got him in this, and his hair. And he's just like everybody's all tan. Why is everybody so tan and waxy? And it just like the movie just was not. It was just not a good film.
Brian is looking a little waxy tonight.
I'm waxy, but I'm next to an OLED. If you tell me they're close to an OLED, like Chris Pine's easily 5'1", no doubt. The hair's crazy, but it's just I don't know. The movie just wasn't. The action was no action.
I know, there was like brief action. Like what was Cheetah even doing there? She was just there just to fight her for like 3 minutes at the end.
And I saw that already with Jamie Foxx. I saw that whole thing happen with the Spider-Man 2. So I was like, all right, I've seen this before. And then, but even the love story aspect I thought was okay, but show her through the years like Highlander, where she's, and then this dude, I don't know. It's just, then the 80s thing, you've seen that in Stranger Things for the last however long.
I didn't get the 80s thing because they were in the 80s. They didn't play one single 80s beat.
No. All they showed was the mall.
There's like no music references.
And they did the cardinal sin that you cannot do in superhero movies. You cannot take their powers away.
They got to do that.
You know what?
Spider-Man 3, they did that.
Do everything. Every one of these movies. Oh my God! Was it Wolverine when he's in Japan? He's like, I'm not. I don't want to watch you struggle. I want to see you be dominant. And then the girl from Saturday Night Live and
not gonna lie, she did look like she worked out a little bit for this one.
The one from which one? Oh, I will tell you
Kristen Wiig. Yeah,
Kristen Wiig did. But I'm telling you, I want Diana to look like Gabrielle Reese. Do you remember her from the volleyball player? 6'3".
I wanted her to look like the Mandalorian, Gina Carano from the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
Yeah. So she got. See, we're gonna get in trouble. I want her to look more powerful than she does. I think she's beautiful and she's talented, but every scene she's like, just be beast. Like Wonder Woman.
You know what I liked? Spoiler alert. I liked it when she was talking to Steve Trevor, and she was like crying, and her hair was all disheveled. It wasn't perfect.
At the end.
Yeah, she started crying and she ran away.
That was a good scene.
I like that. She didn't look like Gal Gadot there.
No, but that was the part that I'm not gonna lie. That part had me at a little moment.
You're such a bitch. You and Brass.
I was like,
you and Satch.
You know,
both of you guys said you guys teared up.
But like Wonder Woman looks like, where's the camera at?
Right there.
Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah, it's too bright.
Like she's jacked.
Yeah, Gal Gadot's not, but she ain't jacked.
You know, it's like that's Wonder Woman.
She's too svelte. Yeah, we all
About 210, 215, maybe 6'7". But I thought the movie was boring as could be. And what's crazy is, and Shane and I talked about this on the last live stream about people not going to the movies. Other than what's happening in the world with obviously what's happening in the UK, I thought people weren't going to the movies because the movies were too long, they were terrible, unoriginal, and this movie fit that. It was 2.5 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours 31 minutes, I think. Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit in a theater and watch. I mean, and I do definitely have superhero fatigue, no doubt, especially after,
Batman.
you know. But and this wasn't that feminist type movie. It didn't have really any of that. It was just boring.
Did it?
I don't think so. It was just boring. And the
Yeah,
Chris Pine, I like Chris Pine, but it was like he's flying a plane in a museum.
How did they even get how did they get the plane?
She went to a museum.
And she was like, I'm just going to go to the museum and buy...
Yeah, she was like, beep, beep, beep. She like walked through security and then flew it. Like, I don't know about you. I've been to Sikorsky. They don't have like controls in them.
It's like, okay.
And then Chris Pine's like from World War I. He's like, I got this. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, how did he know how to fly a modern day plane? I was
He
like,
just flew it. That was the best HDR scene for me, was the fireworks. I mean, I thought. And I was like, wow, this is really bad. If the fireworks scene has got me going, oh, damn, that's beautiful. Like, is it a movie? I don't know. I like the first one. I thought the first one was great. This one, I thought this would have been the first one. Like, you know, sometimes the origin films are a little boring, but this one was boring, man. I mean, I just thought it was boring. And I thought that, what's his name, the guy from Mandalorian, wish on it. Got to wish on it. Please, wish. Come on, let's wish. Tell me to wish. Let's wish. Come on, wish. It was like, damn, bro. I mean, after the 80th time, it was like Aladdin. Now it's a genie movie.
I mean, like, who is she going to fight at the end of the movie? She definitely wasn't going to fight him. He was just a wish master. He was a wish master.
But he was like, come on, wish for it. Come on, Alistair. Come on, Alistair, wish for it. Come on. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? I was like, damn, why can't he go back to the Game of Thrones with a little mustache? He was blazing with that little mustache. Now he's all fat and he's all tan and waxy.
I think he was doing his Trump impression. That's what I think.
Oh, he was doing like the TV personality thing. Yeah, but he's just like,
that.
You gotta lean back on.
Yeah, man, just a weak plot altogether. Just weak plot.
2.5 hours.
I know.
Like, that was
let me chime in. Okay.
Hold on. Why was she jumping around so much, too?
Who?
She was like jumping around and flying and floating in the air all the time.
You gotta love the invisible plane thing, right?
I like that, though. I know.
I
like that idea behind
you're like,
it.
all of a sudden they shoehorn that in. She's like, I did a coffee cup and I lost it. And then all of a sudden she turns the whole plane invisible. Except they weren't like, when we were kids, it showed them like flying it, which defeated the whole purpose. But then when they're up in, like they're putting I don't know, like they just, why couldn't he just get the first wish where he made the money and just be done? It was stupid that he's like, tell me, President, what do you want to know?
Why didn't he do that?
Yeah, like, dude, you're good.
I wish to be the most powerful, richest guy in the world. Bling.
Yeah, he pulled out Aladdin where he's like, I want to be the all-powerful genie. And they put him in a little thing. I was just, I thought it was terrible. Like, that was your bad guy?
You know who wrote the first movie? I think it was Zack Snyder. And then I think Patty Jenkins, the director, wrote this one.
Oh,
so I think that's not trying to belittle her writing skills, but maybe that's why.
Yeah, it was bad though. I mean, I don't know. Like, I wish they went with, like, again, a Highlander way where they showed her through the years, and then she really missed him. But then he showed up and they had him in the other dude's body, which was bizarre. And what happened to that guy? Just pulled a Meet Joe Black, right? Was it Meet Joe Black? Why did he just yank the dude out of his body?
I like it when he was like, I don't know, this guy's like a teacher or something like that, and I think he's got a job. I was like, what is this guy supposed to do?
Yeah, he's getting fired.
Is he gonna? Does Steve Trevor disappear out of his body? He goes back. He's like, now you're homeless because you haven't worked in a long time.
He comes back. He can't get into his house. He's like, oh my god, I lost my job.
What if he has a girlfriend? What is his parents gonna think?
The girl, that would have been good.
What's going on here?
Oh man. And to do the transfer where she went from being mad awkward to like she knew her shit, that she knew she was all, that was like immediate. And what you're making these quick transitions in a movie that's 2.5 hours long, and you can't have too many villains. We learned that from Spider-Man 3.
She did look nice in the
she did.
leotards.
What is she? But she's in her 40s.
But she looked like she was in shape, though. I was like, Kristen Wiig? I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I give it to you.
All right.
Firstly, Kristen Wiig's like 52.
Is she 52?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
No, look her up.
I will say I've never looked her up before, but...
Hey, Google, how old is Kristen Wiig?
Oh, you rocking that Alexa, baby?
Kristen Wiig is 47 years old.
47.
Oh, 40 something
Fucking
like that.
awful.
Someone said 52 to me. Oh, shit, my bad.
Well, I mean, look, I'm glad that they have them at that age. That's great, but I don't know.
Okay, but listen. Okay, so as far as the movie goes, I liked it more than you guys did. Okay?
But you saw. Here's the thing: you saw that with somebody else, which made you get a little bit soft.
I saw it with my girl and stuff.
Yeah, you were holding hands. You were holding hands like this, though.
He has a deeper feminine side than you do.
Yeah, no, listen, we were getting romantic. It was a
you had that Notebook feeling. You're like, girl, this movie's beautiful.
No, listen, my girl crying. I'm consoling her.
Yeah, see, I'm married, so when I saw it, I was like, damn, this movie's boring as hell.
No, but listen. Here's the thing with my girl, right? My girl my girl is very easily pleased. Behave yourself. When it comes to movies. No, when it comes to movies, right? When it comes to movies, she doesn't like trying to pick it apart. Dude, she picked this movie apart like crazy because she was like, we were watching it, and I loved that she lost her powers.
Why?
Because it's the first because I always liked that with superheroes. I liked it in Superman 2.
Superman 2. You watch Christopher Reeve? Oh, bro.
No. Listen, no.
Everybody copied him.
I'm gonna unsub him. Where's his channel at? You better not call me tomorrow, bro. Really? Like when they lose their powers?
No. Because it shows you, because you're so used to seeing. See, I see Wonder Woman very much like I see Superman, and they're damn near invincible. Do you know what I mean? So to see them weakened is like when she got shot, I was like, damn. Like she's bleeding, and I liked that. I like the vulnerability.
All right, when I saw that, my eyes rolled so hard in my head, I gave myself a concussion.
Okay,
I was like, here she goes. She's gonna be slow, and now she's like,
listen.
Did you like when Thanos went back in time and he was a different Thanos in Endgame?
Boy, let me just talk my stuff.
All right, go. Love you, but.
So no, I like the fact that she lost her powers.
Spoiler alert, guys! Spoiler alert.
I noticed in this movie. I did notice in this movie that she's playing defensive the whole movie. She's not being aggressive at all. Have you noticed that? In all the fight scenes, she's on the defense.
What fight scenes?
Well, in whatever the three action scenes there were, she was in the defense, right?
She was in the mall, and then she was in the car. And then she was that was it.
Oh, yeah, she was getting wrecked. Listen, no, I will say,
right.
I did like the car. I did like the chase scene. You know, the tanks. And
I kept thinking of Indiana Jones.
The special effects. Look, the problem with this movie is there's a really good movie in here.
Where
was
it?
There's
at the beginning.
Listen.
There's no callback to the beginning.
Let me talk my shit.
My baby, come on, man, put it down.
There is. Listen, I listened to you for what felt like 2 hours just discussing the movie. I kept quiet. Okay, listen. No, listen. But the thing is, there's a really good movie in here somewhere. But the problem is, it feels like an unfinished script. It feels like draft one. It feels like, okay, look, they got this, they got this wish thing, and then they betray that whole formula at the end of the movie. He grants 2 wishes to Cheetah. Right? Because the first wish she made on the stone, the second wish she made through him because she wanted to be an apex predator. Who the hell wishes to be an apex predator, for God's sake?
It should have been an orca.
Hold on, I thought you could only get 1 wish.
Yeah, but he granted the other one on the chopper, right? On the plane.
Get the chopper.
The chopper.
Yeah. First of all, why are we talking about wishes? That's what I want to know. Like, that's the power you get.
No. I mean, you know what's happened is I think Max Lord in the comics was a much better villain.
Hold on, you know the guy's. This is a real guy from the comics?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
This dude.
This is taken from the comics, but what they've done is they've turned everything on its head.
You reading the Wonder Woman comics, bro? When?
No. I was watching another review.
I know you didn't read the Wonder Woman
comics. I was watching another review, and they were saying like it's very much a comic character, but what they've done is they've twisted everything around. Right? The Cheetah story, the Cheetah origin story, apparently is supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, we skipped that for Hollywood. We don't want that.
Yeah, they skipped it for Hollywood. The problem with this movie is it doesn't make any damn sense.
It's terrible.
And that's the whole thing. As soon as Steve turned up, I'm spending the whole movie thinking, wait a minute. So she sees him, only she sees him the way she's seeing him, but everyone else can see him, but that's not really him, that he's in another person's body. Where's the consent? You know, where is, and she spent the night with him and everything. You know, do you know what I mean? It's just, that's weird. Okay? And
I don't think she sees him as Steve Trevor. I think she just,
I don't
that's
know,
for the
but it's
audience.
stupid. Yeah, but it's stupid. And all of a sudden she knows how to make things invisible. Are you kidding me?
My point.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
yeah.
we're on a plane. Oh, yes, I was practicing this because my dad made the mascara invisible, and I've been trying it out for the last few years. Oh, please.
All right, so I got to talk about one thing in the beginning in the trials when she does that whole Olympic thing, right? The whole
Yeah.
Right.
What was that all about?
So in the very beginning, she's like 7 years old, right? And to be a hero, you can't. She already tells you how she's gonna screw up. She cheats, right?
Yeah.
But she's leading the race the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
and then she gets knocked off by a tree, and then she cheats. Like, they just couldn't have her get beat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the lesson is, hey, if you're really leading and then you fall behind, don't cheat.
I thought there was going to be a lesson towards the end of the movie where harken back to that. Reference back to that. But there wasn't.
It was just like...
the problem is that the movie's too convenient. Look, at the end of the day, she bumps into Lord on his way back in the car. When they're
they
looking for
drove
him.
by each other.
Yeah, they drove by each other, right? And the other thing is, look, it's like, are you trying to tell me the satellites are right near where Lord actually is? Do you see what I mean? Everything's too convenient. Doesn't make any sense.
But I didn't understand. Like, he's going to the president. He's like, wish for me. And then he goes to the other dude. He's like, wish for me. And I was like, why? And then, like, what happens when this is all done? Does it go back to normal? Because nobody remembers that in Justice League.
No. So apparently, and this is the thing, is this part of the DCEU? Because she's learned how to fly now.
Well, she's supposed to be incognito, too, where she's hiding. And now she's out there doing her thing.
No, but she's lied. Yeah, she lied. Because everyone knows that this happened. No one forgot anything. Yeah, and are you trying to tell me that the entire world renounced their wishes?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I love when that guy's like, I wish you, when he says to his wife, I wish you die. He's like, I hope all the Irish people go back but it was, I don't know.
But you know what irritates me is that there's so many good moments in this movie that are just ruined by the bullshit.
What moments?
By the logic gap.
I would tell you, I like the sappy part you're talking about where she had to walk away from him. I like. He's like, I'll think about you.
I really like that scene.
I know, Shane. You don't have a heart. Shane's a vampire.
So
he's like, what?
So
No, but
bitchy.
here's the problem. That scene could have been even more amazing. But as she's running away, you're like, is he going to turn into the other guy now? Listen, good move. I love the scene where she's flying. I love the scene with Steve. I love the scene where she loses her powers. There's a lot to love here, but it's ruined by an abysmal script.